Hey everyone, this is Rick, the Prophet. So today's topic I want to talk about is war, and I want to share with you a couple vision pictures God gave to me about war and what's going on with war. Now, I want you to be aware that this channel is really focusing on financial. I believe God has got a great work where He wants to bless His people financially so that He can do this great next move of God. So if you like, I would like you to click the like button, subscribe, but even go beyond that. I really wish if you're in a church group or if you got a house group that I get together, if you would share these videos, because I believe that God has given me ideas on how to make money for you, for me, to help move this next massive wave of God's work. So that's what I'd like you to do. Now I'm just going to share quickly these two thoughts. So back in August 11th, like I said, I take these times, I go before the Lord. I said, Lord, is there anything you want to show me? And I see a picture like in the deep, like in hell, where a spirit, you know the movie Lord of the Rings, and there's that dark guy that gets on a dark horse, that they're a spirit being, and they chase the Lord of the Rings all over the place. You guys that are into Lord of the Rings probably know the name of it. And it was like that. I saw this dark spirit type getting ready, and his horse, a black horse, ready. And when I looked up black horse in the Bible, it talked famine, but I heard specifically the spirit of war. And so back in August 11th, I saw the spirit of war rising up. So I've got a friend in finance who does, he helps people with retirement funds, and he's got several companies that he helps raise and do financial advising. And I sent him a text and said, this is what I saw. I think you need to buy oil stocks. That was just off the top of my head. Every time we've seen war, oil goes up. I haven't looked yet at the price of oil stocks. You guys can do that if you want. August 11th of 2021. Anyways, I just saw him here a week ago or so, and I said, so how did that go? What did you do? And he goes, well, I kind of was heavily invested in oil stocks already, so that's kind of how it went. However, I could hear in his voice, wishing he had taken my advice. So what does this dark spirit, this spirit of war mean? Well, I got a couple more pictures, and they were two separate ones. One day in my time where I just take and say, Lord, is there something you want to show me? I saw guys in military fatigues firing weapons, and I thought, Russia is going to attack Ukraine. And then a little while later, I got a picture of a tank. I was almost like underneath the tank looking, and as the tank is going down a snowy road, it turned and headed in towards, I'm assuming, Ukraine. So I am pretty positive Russia is going to attack Ukraine. Now, the scripture says, be not fearful. It says there shall be wars, and rumors of wars. I don't think we're going into World War III, and I'll tell you why. I think this is a move where Putin is hurting financially, and he's trying to force the hand of the sanctions. He's trying to force them to release some by doing a bigger move that everybody's afraid is going to happen. And I think once we're going to see an attack, we're going to see some action, and then we're going to hear they're going to come out and say, okay, ceasefire has been called, and we've made an agreement. And I think Putin's going to come out farther ahead than before he began. Okay, Russia, Ukraine, I think it's going to happen. In fact, I'm pretty sure. And of course, today, Saturday, which is the 11th today, and they've already said that they're pretty sure it's going to happen. But these are, I have them in my book here, dates that I wrote them. Now, the next one I want to talk about, and this came up on November 15th. So November 15th, again, I'm having my time. Lord, is there something you want to show me? And I saw a number, 1895. But it wasn't just a number. It was a number. It was almost like a temple, like a Asian / symbol. It wasn't writing. Wasn't Chinese writing or anything like that. It was this symbol, and I thought, what is this all about? And so I put it on Google, I typed up and thought, Asian 1895, and it was a war between China and Japan and Taiwan was lost to Japan in 1895. So I wrote a friend of mine, her family are from Taiwan. She's American now. And I got further information about it. And of course, they said, well, this has been going on for some time. But I sense that China wants to win back Taiwan. And I'm not sure. I don't have direct word on this. I just sense it. Maybe China may actually start making a move to take back Taiwan. The spirit of war was started, and it starts to stir the people. And remember, since we fight not against flesh and blood, war is always usually started in a spiritual sense, just like Wonder Woman. Remember, she had to kill the god of war. Well, I think this war, it's coming forward, is a stirring of a spiritual, dark spiritual demon, the spirit of war. So what does that mean for you and me financially? Well, if you remember, in 1934, the 1930s, of course, they call it the dirty 30s, and it was the Great Depression. And there was depression, there was financial, there was a massive inflation. People were burning money to stay warm. What did war do? It took us out of it. So remember, I said here just the other day, if you watched my videos, I saw a new bull calf being born, and I'm thinking this bull calf might be coming from the initiation of war. War is it's an economics, right? It's all about money, and you hear about the value of these equipment. Well, you start moving money, you start buying and selling, countries are going to start doing. I think that possibly this war is going to lift the focus off of inflation, and I think we're going to start to see the stock market rise and the crypto market. So my channel today is war is coming, but it's for the financial world, it's going to pick it up. So click that like button, subscribe button, and share. Share with your church, share with your people, and tell them not to be afraid. This is just a season, and remember, God works in all ways. God is always working, even in difficult challenges. Not that God is making it happen, but He uses it. He wants to bless us, and this opportunity is, I think, is a financial blessing for all those that are looking at it. All right, blessings to you. I hope this doesn't freak you out. I want you to be settled in your heart and say, okay, if it's coming, I can handle it. It's going to create a financial blessing for the church to grow yet more and more. Okay, blessings to you. Bye-bye.